When it comes to generating UGC content for brands or just generating adverts, the number one thing you need to ensure you get right is the starting image. A lot of people stress that video prompting is really important, which it is, but you're very hard to get a good video if you don't have a good starting image. Now, obviously there's softwares out there which can generate you ads straight away, but I want to show you a really detailed method on how you can go just from a portrait of an image of a person all the way to an actual UGC ad. If you guys haven't seen me before, my name is Sam and I work directly with brands to produce this style of content for AI ads, AI statics, and also animations as well. I've got a community if you want to learn more about this and get a hold of all my prompts that I sort of go through in communities and that I show in my videos here. So if you want to look at that, that will be in the top line of the description. Without further ado, let's jump into this video. I'm on the platform Google Flow right now. So if you don't know what Google Flow is, it is Google's native platform to generate images and videos. Because of this though, you can only use Google tools. That is Nano Pro, which is, in my opinion, the best image generation tool, and VO 3.1, which is also a very strong video generation tool as well. Obviously, you have tools like Kling and Sora, which are possibly a little bit better, but you can see here the style of output that I get in this, and it's perfectly doable using Google Flow. So I've already generated this workflow, so I'm going to run you straight over all of it, and I'm going to tell you a bit about what it is. So this is a prompt. As you can see down on the right here, this is only coming in just from a prompt that you see on the bottom right. I'm not looking at a reference image from the internet or copying a different avatar. This is all coming from a prompt. So you can see here the actual output that I'm trying to get at. I want a passport style of shot where it's got a clear vision of the person, asymmetry, and you can actually see texture in things like the hair and the face. We don't want to be going for the typical AI look where it's flowy hair and it's really shiny, because that's the number one giveaway of a poor generated image. Once we have something like this, I actually want to create multiple different variations. So as you can see, I've not just got the one image down here, I want to create multiple other ones as well. This is just going to give the AI more information on the avatar that we have got. And don't get me wrong, you don't need to have to do separate images. You could generate a mood board of these different images and just insert one big one for the future ones. Anyway, since we've done that, you can sort of see the rough style I'm getting at. I'm referencing the current image that I've used previously, which was that one there. And I've just said to it, use this image and turn her head to the left as the camera is pointing at her. And there is more of the prompt as well. Like I said, all these prompts are in my community. It's linked in the top line of my bio. But just for a walkthrough here, this is the sort of style I'm getting at. And as I've said there, I've just used that initial one as a reference image and it has outputted this, which is pretty bang on actually. It's got exactly what we want because now we've got an image of her with her right side and we've got it with her left side as well. If I jump off that now, I want to start introducing products into this shot here. So if I cycle through some of these that I've got here, you can see I'm using this simple moisturizer, which is essentially a skincare cream. And I'm just going to show you the possibilities of what you can do. So as I'm going through, you can see here the different poses that she's doing. And most importantly, on the end, we have this video here as well, which is where we're capturing everything to do with that person using the video and the ad. If I go over to the actual referencing that we've done here, I'm getting a product from online. So I'm going over to a website like the Simple Moisturizer website, and I'm actually screenshotting it of the bottle. So for example, if I wanted to change this image and use something else, let's say, I would go over onto a different website, I would grab a new product image, I would insert it and use this image here as a reference to generate something new. I'll actually do that for you now. So as you can see, another example that I changed was this CeraVe moisturizer. So it used to be the Simple Moisturizer and now I've done CeraVe. And all I actually said for this was what you can see down here. So using the reference image, swap the product for the CeraVe and keep the exact same pose. The product is the CeraVe Advanced Repair Ointment. It's a really short prompt, but it's all because I had the initial really strong image at the start. As you can also tell, I've actually included the full name of the product to give the AI more context on what this is. Obviously, you can generate a really clear image just from a screenshot, but the more information you give it with stuff like this, the more clear it's going to be. And you can actually see the text on the bottle is really clear as well. So after I've done that, I wanted to take this a bit of a step further and actually generate a video. And using Google Flow, you could do multiple things when it comes to videos. You can use frames to video and you can use ingredients to video. In this case, I'm using frames to video. So If I click on this here, you can see my first frame was this one, so where she's pouring the moisturizer into her hand, and the second frame, or the final frame, is her rubbing it into her face, okay? So as you can see, I've got the big prompt down here, which again is in my community, but you can sort of see the info that we're going for. I'm using VO 3.1 fast because compared to quality, there is a high credit increase, and the fast is just as good as the quality in my opinion. There is not much difference. And I'm essentially showing you exactly what I wanted to do. I'm using that starting image of her pouring the moisturizer into her hand, and I'm prompting it to actually eject moisture from the bottle, then rub it into her face, and then finally pose at the end. You can see the sort of workflow I go through here as well. So I start with the initial image of the person, which I've talked about down here. I move on to actually introducing multiple different product shots. I've also showed you how you can include different products by just dropping in a screenshot of something from the internet. And then finally also having a video using VO 3.1, which is Google's native model. Hopefully this has been really helpful for you guys, and it's helped a lot of you actually get in those first steps of doing AI UGC videos and AI UGC ads. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, leave a like, leave a comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.